was wrong. No dream. Only Nanase's turbo aura.
Referee, what's your verdict?
It sure sounded like he but there's not a drop of in sight.
That's because I saw it all, of course.
When we hear the bells ring, hot, 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 our wet start to sing, sucking for fun. Slurping, we won't stop until he's done. Thrust your hips, stop this pounding shock. Is junk, prepare your we thrust and thrust and. It's always better when we together.
Unfortunately, the winner of the big pull top.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's okay. We already knew.
Kyoka and her poor little flat chest complex.
So the secret's out.
Oh, on flights, her rat keeps shifting due to turbulence.
She's making a run for it.
Kyoka! Soda, go after her!
Huh? Why me? Kyoka! Kyoka, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with your breasts. It's like how I'm super short. Don't be ashamed of it.
Don't you dare laugh!
Huh?
Promise not to laugh when I show you.
Huh?
There's a girl here. Something about her seems off. Is something the matter?
There was a ghost, and now I'm too scared to leave this spot.
Wait, a ghost?
The schoolgirl Delahan piggyback ghost! She rides around on someone's back carrying her own head!
Oh, that was just some weird lady from the neighborhood playing dress up, that's all.
Do you mean it?
Yeah, so there's nothing to be scared of. Have a safe trip home.
But I shouldn't head back, not now. I can't be out right now in this condition.
Why not?
Well, I was so scared from seeing a ghost that I peed my underpants and skirt. I can't walk through my neighborhood in this state.
I see.
It must be fate that we ran into each other. Could I use your shower and then blow dry my hair, please?
Well, I'll ask my landlady first.
Oh, please don't make a big fuss over me. Can't you just take me to your place?
I don't know if bringing some random girl to my room is a great idea.
Hello.
Hey, how are you, Mana?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. How's the first week of August treating you so far?
Very good. Still hot, but good.
Still hot. Was it raining where you were in Florida right now? Was it raining?
It is storming every day in Florida. We're getting rain every day at 3 p.m. and every day at 6 p.m.
Really? Well, it was coming down here up here in Georgia. It was coming down.
Yeah, it was doing that. I want to say around 4 o'clock, we got a ton of rain.
Oh, so you got our rain now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when they finally stop raining, I'll say, would you look at that? Instant sunshine.
Beautiful rainbow.
There you go. There you go. But everything else is going good. Everything. By the way, it's my mother's birthday tomorrow, so I took her to go see Spider-Man last night.
Oh, how'd she like it?
She liked it. It was really amazing, because here's the thing. It was hard to get into those early screenings because those kids were taking over the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was all booked. And then the movie just reached $1 billion today.
Yeah, I heard it's a really good movie.
It is. You haven't seen it yet?
Not yet.
Oh, I can't say nothing then.
I'll wait and see.
Well, I hope you go check it out this week because I think you know Sky, right? Sky Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spoke to her yesterday before I saw the movie, and she said that's on her to-do list. Her and her fiance are gonna go check it out.
Aw, yeah, they're gonna love it.
Yes, trust me, 91% Rotten Tomatoes. Yes, it's worth your time.
Absolutely.
Sure. Well, if the small talk is over, I think we can go ahead and get this evening started, shall we?
All right.
So, greetings everybody. This is Phil. I'm host of the Conversation podcast, and season 3 continues today. So I have a special guest with me here, and I met her in person last month. It was actually a week ago. So now I'm actually getting ready to talk to her one-on-one. Introduce yourself. Who's Manatee Johnson I'm speaking to today?
Hi, I'm Manatee Johnson. I'm a voice actor based out of Orlando, Florida. I've voiced in video games, anime, I've done some audiobooks, all sorts of stuff.
You heard it. Circle of life, ain't it?
Hmm.
There you go. Well, before we get into it, let's start with a little bit of an icebreaker. Now, I got one thing to ask. What's one place that you really want to travel to, but you haven't been yet?
Ooh, that's a good question. See, everybody expects me to say Japan since I'm such a big anime fan and I'm all about like that kawaii cute culture. Um, but I actually really want to go to Italy. I was an art major when I went to college and I would love to see the old art from the Renaissance era.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I do have plans to also go check out Barcelona.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Barcelona, and I was gonna try to go to Singapore.
Nice.
So yeah,
I'm
this is
actually really not well traveled outside of the United States. Within the United States, because I've done a couple shows that were touring around and I do a lot of cons, I've been to most of the United States, but outside of the United States, I've only been to Canada and England, and that's it. So I have a
Mhm.
long list of countries to visit.
Oh boy. Well, you got plans for next year, don't you? Hopefully you
Mm.
can get there.
Hopefully.
Okay, well, we'll have to see what the future brings. But
Hmm.
yes, those are some really amazing places. Last year I went to Cancun, Mexico.
Oh, how was that?
It was great. My mom had a conference, so she decided to take her whole family with us over there for the
Oh,
vacation days.
that's really sweet.
The next conference is in California next year. So I was like, I guess since it's on the same week of Anime Expo, I guess I could go.
Oh, you should. You
Hmm.
should. That'd be awesome.
You were there. I can tell it was huge.
Hmm. Anime
And look,
Expo is one of my favorite cons in the United States. I went in 2022, I think was my first year going. And
mhm.
then 2026, this year was my second year going. But this time I got to see it from like the industry side working it, which was really cool.
Man, I need to figure out how I'm gonna get into that. It's a
I
work
believe
in
you.
pro. It's a
Hmm.
work in progress, but with me building this thing up, I'll get there eventually. I'm sure I want to go there and tend to check out the place, but still.
Oh, for sure. And if you keep doing this, you could easily get in on a media pass.
Mm, I'm still learning how the whole media pass thing. Because after last week at Galveston, when they told me I have to reach out to the agency, and when I was like, you didn't say that in your description.
Yeah, different cons are different. You never
And I
know.
was gonna do like a video saying, oh, like, hey, where's all this information? And say, I agree. We need to make sure we provide all the information. I was gonna say, like, shoot, like Galaxy Guy, make sure you're putting all the information out there.
Hmm.
Like I was like fuming when I got home. I was like, "Ugh." But I was like,
It's okay. You got to meet some people, you got to do some interviews out of that. You're fine. You'll be okay.
and and got some emails, so that works too.
Nice. Great
So
job.
I'll tell you all about it later. So now that the ice is broken, let's go ahead and get into this. So I think you saw the questions I sent over. Sorry, it was late at night when I was recovering from Spider-Man. So I hope you
Yeah,
hope
and
you
I
got
skimmed them. So you're gonna get some impromptu answers. A little bit of off the top of my head because I was like, "Ooh, we're gonna have a fun interview." Not too many interviewers think of like these in-depth per character questions, so I really liked them.
well, hey, I'm not most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people underestimate, hey, I come with receipts.
Hmm. I
So
like
if
that
I
you do your research.
if I don't, then what am I doing this for?
Exactly.
I waste my time. So let's start with section one. The journey begins. Now, every voice actor has a unique story. Now, what first inspired you to pursue voice acting, and when did you realize this was the career you wanted to dedicate yourself to?
It snuck up on me. I feel like I was always enamored with acting and performing in general. I was taking drama club in middle school. I was doing one act plays in high school. I was into cosplay pretty early at like 15, 16 years old. I was cosplaying and doing what we called in character Q&A panels at conventions. So that's where people would come to the panel and then you would play games and ask questions or whatever and us as the cosplayers up at the front would be like acting as if we were putting on a play as those characters, which was fun. But anyway, during that era of high school, I said, "Oh, mom, have you heard of this thing called voice acting. I'd love a microphone. I'd love if you could give me a Blue Yeti microphone for Christmas. That'd be awesome. And lo and behold, my mom's absolute goat. She got me a Blue Yeti microphone for Christmas. And I did some little voice acting projects because I was inspired by like Welcome to Night Vale stuff. So I was like doing that kind of stuff on Tumblr. And then I backed off because I was like, oh, I think you have to be really good at acting to be an actor. And I'm not naturally really good at acting. I wasn't born super really good at acting. So that's not for me. And then I became an art major in college, and I was going to focus more on like the creative design of like animation, maybe painting and storyboarding, stuff like that. I didn't know where I was headed, but I was like, I want to do something creative. And then, but during college, I literally was character performing at Nickelodeon Universe as like SpongeBob and Michelangelo. So I was still acting. I never stopped acting, but I was like, oh, but this is just a silly job. This is just making me money on the side so I can pay my rent and school and stuff. This isn't for real. And then I went and worked at Disney. I was like a character attendant. So I was still like building those stories and having those experiences with the guests. And then COVID happened. And when entertainment at Disney was cut, then I was like, oh, what am I going to do now? So I went all in on cosplay, became a professional cosplayer, and I started going to a lot more cons. And there was one conversation that I had with Morgan LeRae at Bang Zoom was at Anime Festival Orlando. And she like gave me some really genuinely good advice on how to get into voice acting, because at that time I was like, wait a second, voice actors are real. I could do that. And then I took classes with Bang Zoom, and then I started auditioning for local theater productions, and I started touring with the Edgar Allan Poe Speakeasy. So I was doing theater production all over while I was taking voiceover classes. I took voiceover classes for like 3 or 4 years before I auditioned for anything. I was literally just like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not good enough. I gotta keep doing these classes. and then finally I was like, wait a second. You're supposed to take classes your whole life because as an actor, you're always learning and growing. I got to get myself out there. I got to start auditioning. So then I got on Casting Call Club, and that's where my journey started. And it only started in like 2023, 2024-ish. So I'm a relatively new actor too. Sorry, that's a really long answer.
No. I want you to preach. Preach. I want everything out into the open. So yeah, that's really amazing. I didn't know you met Morgan LeRae. Listen, I've been trying to talk to her for at least a year now, but she's kind of hard.
So kind. She's so sweet. Well, most actors that I was talking to at the time, I'd say, how do I get into acting? And they'd say, well, you got to take a theater class. And I was like, I was literally a character performer at a theme park. I've been doing plays. I've been doing the acting thing. I want to know how to do voice acting. And I feel like my biggest hurdle was all the tech and like because I'm really not tech savvy. I'm basically a boomer. I don't know how to do anything.
I'm tech savvy. Yeah, and you got to have and I've been saying this for the last 2 seasons of this podcast. I think you guys are familiar with the term imposter syndrome, to make sure if I really belong in a space. And listen, I will say this, man. Voice acting is not an easy job for you guys. I'm not even in y'all spirit, but I've done research on you guys. It's not an easy job. Y'all think one day y'all just go into a studio and y'all start recording? Nope, but it's more complex than that. And it's like, okay, wait a second. What am I doing here? How am I going to get this right? I need to make sure it's perfect to make sure it's not jumping up in chicken scratch.
And sometimes it does feel like actually recording is like 10% of the job. I feel like most of what I'm doing is auditioning. I'm like, here's something I could do. Here's something I could do for you. Here's something I could do. Because like a lot of people say it, but auditioning is the job. And if you can't handle rejection, you're going to have a really rough time.
Like it's not for you. It's not for you. And also, like I said before, go ahead.
I was gonna say I actually get a really big kick out of it because like I don't have a gambling problem, but I do play a lot of gotcha games. And I do really I love games. They're so special to me. My family was big playing board games growing up and everything. So when I audition, I treat it as like I'm entering a contest. I'm like, ooh, I'm entering for this fun giveaway or whatever. And like nobody expects to win the trip to the Bahamas. No, you put your name in the thing and you go, oh, sure, maybe, whatever. And you kind of blow it off. But then sometimes somebody's got to win that trip to the Bahamas. And that's how I view voice acting. I don't know if it's healthy per se, but it does make the job more fun.
Yeah. Don't even get me started with gotcha games. Like, I'm done with Dragon Ball Z. I'm done with Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Like, last year, when they did the 10th anniversary, I spent like over $700.
Oh no!
And
Oh
I was
no! I had a friend who spent like $600 to get Child when like Genshin first came out and stuff. Oh, she was in deep.
I was done, and I was like, "That's disgusting." You made me waste $1,000 just to get this one character. I was trying to get the new Gogeta and all that stuff, and I
But
was like,
worth it,
"It's
right? Worth
yeah,
it?
it wasn't worth it." He didn't show up until Sunday,
Oh.
which I had to wait 2 more days to try again. I was like, "Oh, so now you showed up." See, and I'm done. Listen, I'm done with the whole gotcha system. I was like, listen, like, and plus, I don't want Dragon Ball taking up my whole room now. There's more to life than just Dragon Ball.
Oh, don't say that. There's a lot of fans watching this podcast right now that are they're gonna come after you for that one.
Who cares about them? They come after me. It is what it is. But yeah,
Go Super Saiyan on them.
yes, and and you're right about the lawyers. Like, if I get this role, let's see what happens. If I don't get it, let's go on to the next one. And like you said before, you don't have the patience. It takes patience. Then maybe this ain't the job for you.
I'm a huge believer in fate and like the good things that are destined for you, they will come to you and they will find you. So any role that you're not cast in, it's because whoever was cast, that role was meant for them. And any role that you are cast in, that came to you because it was meant for you and you need to rise to the challenge. So don't doubt yourself.
Right. And it's all about patience. Gotta be patient.
Exactly.
Like, shoot, I've been trying to apply for jobs lately. I've applied to some of Crunchyroll's jobs, but they kept saying they're not going to move forward with the process.
It's hard. Job market's hard out here right now.
Especially with the climate right now, with
yeah.
I'm not going to get into that stuff. That's for another
Yeah.
discussion. But the best thing I can do, like, I'm still working for my mother. She wanted me to make sure I have something to work while I'm still looking. You got to make sure you have a job while you're still looking for jobs.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the point. Same thing with you. Like, you're working stuff, you voice acting, and then actually listen. This is what I keep saying. You VAs got other careers besides just voice acting.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, let me give me an example. Like, once a show was finished, y'all have to be like, okay, this show was done. Now we got to wait for the next one, right? So it's like, what can we do in the meantime? So
Exactly.
gotta
And
treat it
I
like that.
feel like as an actor, especially a voice actor, you're juggling. So like it's like the morning is spent auditioning, the afternoon you're doing some deliverables for a project that you were cast in 2 weeks ago. And then the evening is spent searching up more auditions and reaching out to people, whatever. Like you're doing the jobs of the past, the jobs of the present, and the jobs of the future all at the same time. You have to like have your mind all in those boxes all at once.
That's true. It's like you're juggling three things at once. And it's crazy because, so many people have these opportunities. Like, listen, every day you get a chance to work is a blessing.
Yes.
That's all we can hope for.
Yes.
So
Every time I'm overwhelmed, that's why I tell myself, I'm like, better to be drowning in work than not have any work at all. Better to be grateful for the blessings that I have and how busy I am than to be sitting here twiddling my thumbs being, oh God, how am I going to pay my rent?
Exactly. And every day I get an opportunity to do something, I go to work, I come back, I bring people on here to talk to. And it's and I still have another job too. And even my sister got on saying, you're doing like three things like every night. Sometimes I have to pull like those all nighters till like 2 o'clock in the morning to make sure the video's all set ready to go. So pretty much I'm doing like a lot of hustling.
Yeah, you are. Because I actually peeped at some of your old podcast videos and I was like, these are great. These are really well edited. Like you put a lot of work into this stuff.
I try my best. Listen, I didn't go to school for journalism for nothing. I got listen. If it's not engaging, then I'm not going to put it out there.
Exactly.
So I just got to keep making the magic happen. And sometimes I be pessimistic. One of the people I interviewed was saying like, "Hey, don't give yourself more credit. This is a kind of art, writing scripts, editing stuff out,
Mhm.
writing questions." She's and
Like
he told.
we were talking about Spider-Man earlier, that movie would not exist if not for the editors, the videographers, the writers, every entertainment out there. It's got a whole crew of people behind it.
It exactly. So she was telling me, don't be pessimistic. You're doing an amazing
Mhm.
job.
Exactly. I agree wholeheartedly.
There you go. Um, On to the next one. Now, before booking your first professional roles, what were some of the biggest challenges you face, and what lessons from those early experiences still stay with you today?
Touched on that earlier. It's the tech. The all of that was so overwhelming to me. I didn't know where to begin because like regular acting, oh, I get up on stage and I start saying my thing and the only thing I have to worry about is my own body. But with voice acting, I was like, what microphone to use? Oh, you could use this one. You could use this one. You could use this one. Oh, did you know that if you have this pitch of voice, this microphone makes your voice sound better? Or if your voice is too low, this is going to make it sound better. Or blah, blah, blah. You got to have your room treated. It's got to be like this. It's got to have certain amounts, certain types of foam, blah, blah, blah. I literally, do you know how hard it was for me to figure out how to stick the foam to the walls without damaging the wall? Because I'm like, well, this is a rental. I don't want to stick anything in my walls, but I want to insulate it with stuff. I was so confused. And then I found Kira Buckland's Discord voice acting club. And I asked so many stupid questions. I'm sure if you scroll up a few years, you'd be like, why is Mana asking the dumbest questions known to man? They were not dumb because they got me here. Oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry, my bad. I was
Oh,
muted. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
exactly.
I
I learned that.
even though sometimes I'd be like, "Oh, stupid question." See, I'd be thinking of some things, and there's this one thing, and that I was playing with Batman, and he was like, "How'd you know?" He was saying, and some of your men have picked up an encrypted message. How did you? Stupid question. So, but yeah, but like I said, no question is stupid. Ask as many questions you need. You need all the information you can get when you start really doing this kind of stuff. Because
Mm-hmm.
better to have stupid questions to have none.
Yep. Yep.
So keep asking those questions. But yes, the tech wise stuff you got. Listen, sometimes when I be streaming on Twitch, I do Twitch too, right? I do stream on
Twitch is
Twitch,
hard because you got to deal with OBS and all that other stuff and
and I was
make sure
like, my
everything works. Ooh.
But yeah, my mic was like wait, I need to make sure this is I'm louder than the game itself. I want the
Mm-hmm.
people to hear the game too. I want to make sure they hear me because sometimes the game and myself be overlapping too much. So I have to make sure I get it just right. And
And
sometimes it automatically changes it back. I was like, what just happened?
and shout out to those viewers that tell you when something's messed up and they're honest with you because then you're like, oh, thank God you just saved the stream.
Yes, yes. I barely have any viewers in my chat bus, but I'm still going out there and putting videos out.
That's what you got to do. You got to grind with no viewers until you got a couple viewers. Then you got to grind with a couple viewers until you got a handful of viewers. Then you got to grind with a handful of viewers until you get a good group of viewers. And then eventually, then you get a lot.
It is exactly. So I just gotta listen every day. I just gotta keep putting stuff out there.
Hmm.
Just gotta keep.
And that's literally the difference between people who make it and are considered successful and the people that don't is just how long you can stick it out, how long you can chase something without getting deterred by your outcomes. Because I think what they say is that to make a voiceover career that's like adequately successful, where you're making a decent amount of income, it takes 10 years. 10 years of just trying, barely paying your rent, probably balancing another job with voiceover until finally it's like, okay, I'm established. That's a crazy long time to pursue anything. But yeah, streaming's the same way. If you stick it out, you'll grow. But it people that quit, they're weeded out.
Mm-hmm. You can't like if you just quit now. There's no saying. I learned this from watching Cars 3. Dream big or don't dream at all.
Hmm. I always say it's okay to give up on a dream that you had because dreams can change, but make sure you have another dream to back it up. Don't just quit because you're scared. That's my big thing is don't give up on yourself before you give yourself a chance.
Oh, absolutely, man. And trust me, I get nervous every day when I wake up in the morning,
Yeah,
but I still go out the door.
me too. I get nervous for everything. I get nervous for every recording session, every performance, and I get nervous for this interview.
Well, I'm doing a good job making this
You
comfortable
are
for you.
extremely painless.
Gotcha. Last one will be in section 2. Now, looking back at your journey so far, what's one moment that made you stop and think, I'm really doing this?
Oh my God, guesting at Anime Expo with OceanVeil and Ascendant at their booth. When I
There
was
you
signing
go.
autographs there, I was writing my name and I'm like, you guys want my name on your stuff? My name? Oh, and you know who I am? What's going on right now? I'm at the biggest anime convention in America. What is happening? That it was so mind-boggling for me.
Man, that was amazing. Sorry I couldn't go there. It's just
Listen,
expensive.
there were so many people. It was so crowded. You be okay. It was crazy, crazy.
So pretty much, I need to make sure this is what I really want to do next year when I go to California.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So need to make sure, I need to make sure, right?
Yeah. If you can go, go. It's like once in a lifetime opportunity. They have all the industry guests from Japan. It's crazy.
Well, hey, California is known for having all those studios and connections with Japan.
Oh,
So I really
absolutely.
can't
Yeah.
blame California for being like a place where they have to do all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna go next year?
Fingers
If
crossed.
if they'll have you.
If they'll have me. I never know what's in store in my future. I find out when you guys find out, basically. Like the
Well,
day I'm making the announcement, I'm like, I just found out. Well, I'm off of NDA. I just found out.
well, tell you what, I'll just sit back and wait.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Deal? Will that work? Deal?
Deal.
There you go. Well, now that we're out of that session, we can go on to section 2, beyond behind the booth. Now, when you're given a brand new character, what's your creative process for discovering their voice, personality, and emotional depth before you even step into the recording session?
So, I'm sure you're familiar with like the audition sides where it'll have like the about the character, their backstory and stuff, and then the lines. Usually the backstory is next to like a little picture of them. So I look at the picture, I in my head say what they look like. So, like, if somebody's wearing glasses, immediately you're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, well, maybe they talk a little nasally, maybe they're a little bit of a nerd. Um, but but then if you read their bio, it'll tell you a little bit more about them, like, oh, they have a quick temper, or oh, they're from an upper class background, so maybe they're very enunciated when they speak. But I will literally read that bio in the voice that I think they'll have, and as I read words and I go, oh, she is a very beautiful woman in a position of power. And then I'll adjust my voice as I'm going through. And then I'll read it once through, adjusting my voice with each new descriptor that I get. And then I'll read it from the top in a voice that I think fits. And then I go, yeah, I like this voice. And then I read the audition lines in my head because I don't want to say it out loud and taint what I'm thinking. And then I build a world around the lines. But yeah, the qualities that it describes the character as, I think there's a certain sound to most qualities. So I play around with that.
Okay. Yeah, and I've been saying this to all these VAs so far that I've talked to up to this point, saying like, I
Mhm.
know like when y'all have deadlines, y'all don't have enough time. And I told Sky this yesterday. Y'all don't
Mhm.
have time to research on certain characters that new. Like you got deadlines that hey, this has to be out by so and so.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes you
And
have to like
and well,
adapt.
it's hard because like all the time that you spend on one audition is time that could have been spent on multiple auditions. So you don't want to spend too much time on any one audition either. Like in my perfect world, I would absolutely love to research every character. But it's like you said, we got time constraints. Makes it hard.
Like time is money, time's of the essence.
Mm-hmm.
And we just gotta do the best we can. And like you say, when you get in there, I just try to match their voice. I try to be like, okay, I'll put my characteristics, like how can I put my characteristics into this one character who's been through so much in background, especially when you're working like in those in that company OceanVeil, for example. We're gonna get into that in the next question. But yeah, certain things have deadlines, and you have to put the personality and understand, okay, I get this guy's perspective now. So I know how he's supposed to act in the show when people watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So easy to understand. Listen, I'll say this. It's it's easy to get it, it's easy to understand first, but it's hard to get it right
Oh,
later.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So this one's going to be a two-part question because they're both dealing with OceanVeil, okay?
Okay.
So now you've worked with OceanVeil, a company bringing English dub anime to audiences around the world. Now, what has that experience been like, and what have you learned from collaborating with their teams? Part two, OceanVeil works across a wide variety of genres and stories. Has working on such diverse projects helped you grow as a performer or challenge you in unexpected ways?
Okay, so let's talk about the first question first. So I actually work with Ascendant Animation, which is the English dubbing studio, and they're based here in America, but they're partnered with Ocean Vale. So when the casting calls get sent out, that's coming to me from Ascendant Animation, and then their casting directors, their audio engineers are the people that I work with. But technically, I have worked with OceanVeil, the streaming site, directly
Okay.
because I went out to Anime Expo and they had uh 3 people from OceanVeil and one gentleman from Wave Corp come out. And so I actually got to meet the team from Japan and I spoke with them and they are all so lovely. They are some of the loveliest people I've ever met in my whole life. If you saw any of those clips from Anime Expo where we were doing that dubbing thing where
I
it's
did.
playing the clip of us, our characters talking on screen and then people are in the mics dubbing over it, the people that were on the laptop most frequently were the OceanVeil staff. They were doing most of our audio and tech stuff for the weekend. So really nice people.
That is amazing. Cool stuff. I didn't know.
Mhm.
Man, and I did see some of those clips. Those were amazing stuff that you posted. Again, I wish
So
I was
many
there to see that.
so many people came out and they were so talented. Oh my god, I love that was such a fun activity because I loved seeing all the fans bringing their best and like we had some really good voice actors come up and try it. It was great.
That's amazing. Yeah. So yeah, Anime Expert has all those voice acting tech like test runs in the area.
Mhm.
Oh, listen, I know I don't I listen, I know I don't like do a lot of cosplaying and stuff. I just come as myself. That's all I need.
Yep. Go a little
Pretty much.
incognito.
There you go. But yeah, that's really amazing. So the people from Oceanville from Japan, they
Yeah,
came over and you
they're
interacted with them.
super involved with the shows. They're super proud of the shows that are coming out. Cuz like Ocean Vale's got a lot of shows that maybe are dismissed by the American studios, like we've got Yaois and Yuris and Etchis and whatever. Things that would maybe
Mhm.
get brushed under the rug or they'd be embarrassed by. But so I'm
Yeah,
really glad that they're finally getting like an actual spotlight for these pretty some of the shows are really really great.
yeah, I've seen some of them on Oceanville because I know sometimes you don't want to be a little bit too graphic because there's a lot of hentai in there as well, and we're
Yeah.
trying to keep because here's the thing with that we're trying to make sure you're not just doing like a hentai show, you're also trying to keep it professional. We got to keep it professional as possible because some people, you have a lot of people out here who don't like to be professional when they do these sort of things, and you got to have people like because I'll give you a few examples, because what Jamie Marchi, who does Ria's Grimory from High
Mhm.
School DxD,
Mhm.
and she be saying some very sexual stuff and everything, and I was like, how are they comfortable saying all this? And Darian MacArthur, who I talked to earlier this year, I think it's because they've done it for a very long time. So pretty much it really
Well,
doesn't phase you.
for me, it's just acting.
Hmm.
Like when I threaten to kill somebody, that's just as realistic as any scandalous, sexy scene I'm doing. It's
Hmm.
like they're both very unrealistic to my real life, but like it's just acting. So yeah, the way that
Yeah.
I would act fear or uh hate or jealousy or whatever is the same way that I would act love or intimacy, you know?
Right. Right. And and like I said, the fact because you've done this for a while. So pretty much
Mhm.
it's like, man, it really doesn't phase her. It's
Yeah.
just it's
I
that
actually and it's not limited to voiceover. Like I feel like it gets talked a lot about in voiceover, the NSFW stuff. But I had a friend who auditioned for a play, but it was a play that you would perform in the nude. So during the audition, they had the nude segment of the audition where then you would go and perform your piece naked. And like, of course, in the theater world, not everybody's comfortable with that. But some people are, and it is just another form of acting. So yeah.
mm, yeah. And guess what? I've gotten used to it and be like, hey, it's not real, it's just acting.
Yeah.
And guess what? And that's why we have people like you, Mana, to educate us on that side of acting, because some people don't know about it. And I think
Yeah.
that's something that needs to be talked about more because it is a very important topic.
Hmm. And what I really like about Ascendant Animation and the way that they dub their stuff, it's a very safe and comfortable place. So they're like, whatever makes you most comfortable recording these scenes. If you want a female in there as your audio engineer, if you want this person to make you comfortable, whatever, if you need to take a break for any reason at all, they're super, super accommodating with any of that.
Okay, that's great. And I don't think you answered the part two question
Oh,
yet.
yeah. Part two. Part
Yeah.
two. Well, could you refresh me on what the question was?
Yes, OceanVeil works across a wide variety of genres and stories. Now,
Mhm.
has working on such diverse projects helped you grow as a performer or challenge you in unexpected ways?
Yes. Yes. I never expected to get cast in the singing role. So Ikuko Onabuta has a song in Nukitashi the animation. And when I auditioned for Nukitashi, I just auditioned for a bunch of characters because I was already familiar with Nukitashi the game. So I was like, "Oh, I would love to be in this project. Let me audition for literally everybody." And I went and they said, "For Ikuko, if you don't have a singing reel, please sing like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or Happy Birthday. Give us a small clip it." So I sang Happy Birthday and I was like, well, probably not going to get that. Whatever, blah, 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 move on. And then they sent me the casting email and I went, oh, I have to sing a song. Oh, I'm not a trained singer and I have to sing a song. Uh-oh, what have I done? But it went over really well. We recorded it once. They redid the lyrics once, and then I went in and I recorded with Chloe Eves. They were directing me, and they did so amazing, like getting me to that place that I needed to be mentally for singing. Yeah, 1 billion thank yous to them.
There you go. There you go. Well, shoot. Yeah, I didn't know you. Oh, you're saying I haven't checked out the show yet. I heard good things about it,
It's a
and so
comedy. If you like some NSFW jokes, if that's like your sense of humor, then you're gonna love it.
okay, I'll make sure to check it out. Yeah. So I'm guessing since you do the singing stuff, I guess you're gonna take up singing career soon.
Hopefully, I've been taking singing lessons for a year and a half now.
Well, shoot, you better perform some shows then. Or at least
Sing
or at least try to well you already did one for anime, maybe do one for like video games or something.
Well, I just finished my commercial demo, so next one on my list is my singing demo. I want to get my singing demo together.
I'll make sure to be on the lookout for that
Thank you.
and maybe share it if I can.
I would appreciate it.
Hey, I'm trying to support you guys as much as I can. And listen, I've seen so many content creators be close friends with you guys. Like
Mhm.
this one person that I'm trying to get on board, and she follows me too, Danielle's Galaxy. She's close friends with Bally Rodak.
Oh,
And I was like, well, shoot, if she can do it, so can I.
wow.
Just need to just
Yeah.
need to just need to ease into it first.
Hmm.
So, because I think some of y'all are starting to not see me not just as another fan in the crowd, but as a person who really just wants to hang out and talk to you guys.
Hmm.
So, if it takes 10 years, so be it. I'll do it.
That's what it is. It's 10 years of dedication, and then you wake up one day and go, what the heck? I did it. What the heck? I'm here. I made it.
There you go. Well, shoot. Oh, I need to go check out the show, and I need to make sure I be on the lookout for your singing stuff too.
Hmm.
So you still, but I just want to say you're doing amazing work with OceanVeil, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, well, now time for some characters in Oceanville. Time for some character deep dives. So, let's start with Mimika Imose.
Hmm.
Um, Mimika's Makina-san's a love bot.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
Makina-san.
yeah, Makina-san's a robot.
Hmm.
Now, Mimika Imose has a unique personality that really helps her stand out. Now, when you first received the role, what was your initial impression of her and what excited you most about bringing her to life?
When I first received the audition or when I was cast, those are two different emotions that I had. When I first received the audition, I put all of my effort into my Makina audition. I was like 100% focused on auditioning for Makina, the main character, because at that point, I had never voiced a little girl before. And never, ever. And I was like, oh, I don't have a good little girl voice. I'm just and I did it as a fun acting exercise. I submitted it. I went, oh, this will be a fun little acting exercise for me. I can try to do my best little girl voice. I'll play around with it. It'll be fun. Played around too successfully. Uh-oh, got cast. I I guess I was having a little too much fun in the booth and they heard that. So when I first got the audition, I really interpreted her as like this mischievous little sister type. And that's what she is. She is a mischievous little sister type. I think I was like dead on in the audition. But then as I went in for the role, I went back and I read the manga because, like we talked about earlier, you can't do research into the characters when you're doing the audition. Well, most often you don't have time to. So when I went back and I read the manga, I was like, oh, she's hilarious. Oh, this is so funny. She is like chaos incarnate. She's evil. She's like pulling knives on people. I won't spoil the show, but she does some pretty crazy stuff to her sister. Like, I would hate to have Mimika as a little sister
Have
terrorize
I
me.
shoot, have y'all not learned from what I've said over the years? Don't be fooled by their cuteness.
Literally that.
Because listen, sometimes to be falling for it, but they do like crazy. Listen, I even work with some kids too some days, and it's like, oh shoot, they smarter than they look.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
smarter than they look. It's terrifying. It reminds me of like what's that horror movie with the doll? I can't remember. It came out last year.
Annabelle. No. Uh with the doll. Megan.
Oh no. Not Megan. Don't say Megan.
Sorry.
And guess so they were playing all that terrifying music, and I was like, they let a little girl turn into a demon? Oh gosh. And I was like, I don't do horror movies, but when
Yeah.
I first saw a few scenes, I was like,
I adore I adore Mimika because like she knows she's cute. So she leans on it and she uses people. It's pretty good.
oh god. Well, I guess I got another show to watch then. But it's not like horror stuff. It's not
No,
really
no, no, no.
horror.
It's comedy.
It's comedy. Okay, good. Because if so, I was gonna bug out. Got it. Next up about her, every character has emotional layers beneath the surface. As you spent more time with Mimika, what qualities did you connect with the most, and how did that shape your performance?
I think Mimika's depth lies in her jealousy of her older sister. Like she just wants to be a grown up so bad. She wants people to respect her and she wants to be able to do all of those older kid things. Um but then oh, yeah. She's complex in that way where it's so she has to put on that kind of condescending act like she's a little bit of a tsundere. Little tiny drop of that where it's like this ego that she's concocted to hide her jealousy, you know?
Mm, jealousy. So she was looking at all the romance and everything, and it's like, oh, I wish that I was like, y'all. Basically, she wants attention, like all eyes on me.
Well, I feel like she wants agency. She wants to be a grown up so she can make her own choices and do all this stuff. Because, like, again, she's a robot. All she can do is what she's told to do, programmed to do, whatever. But she's looking at her older sister who ran away and is now living with some guy and going to school and all that stuff. And she's like, yeah, I want that. I want to be older than I am. And I feel like every little kid feels like that at some point in their life. They're like, oh man, if I was just a few years older.
Wow. Yeah, that would be amazing. But especially with her like being a robot, I was like, you sure you want a robot taking over and telling people growing up? I was like, it's weird. Like the robots are taking over.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like shoot, like you have all these drones and shows and robots. But here's the thing, other thing too. I think the main thing, she's trying her best to be human, right?
Hmm.
So I think the moral of the story with you, man, you're trying to like tell her story and it's like, I want to be a grown up, but you're trying to just show how human she is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing about Makina is that all the robots are very they have a human element to them.
Mhm.
They're not robots. They're like girls as robots, you know?
Wow. That's interesting. And speaking of that, I don't know if you saw what some of my episodes back then, but I did talk to Ryan Bartley.
Oh,
And
I love
I
her.
and I ran across this question to her because with AI becoming a thing these days, and she's voiced AI characters, I had
Hmm.
to run this question with Sage because Sage from Sonic Frontiers,
Hmm.
Yuna from Sword Art Online. They're both AI characters, and she told me that the interesting thing that these characters, even though they are AI, the story is supposed to resolves around how human they are or not.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
absolutely. Um it's yeah, and it's so funny because like Makina's whole thing is that oh, she's a robot and she keeps getting into trouble where her parts are breaking and Ada has to fix her parts or whatever. And it's kind of like the storyline is that there is a faultiness to technology. Like it can break, it can wear down, it can go bad, but humans will always be there to pick up the pieces and fix it. And like the humans are the element that controls and all of the robot stuff. Like robots are nothing without the humanity.
Mhm. Gotta have the humanity, and there's a lot of stories
Hmm.
out there that we haven't seen in yet. I'll give you a few more examples because I just can't help myself lately with us talking about technology and robots and whatnot. I know we're here for you, but I just had to give you
We're here.
examples.
Listen, we're
Uh,
here for us. I've because you think you're interviewing me, but I'm actually interviewing you.
there you go. There was this one episode in Batman the Brave and the Bold, the 2008 to 2011 series back then. I watched all
Hmm.
the episodes. Derek Badger did an amazing job as Batman. There's this one episode called Hail the Tornado Tyrant, where Red Tornado created his own son as a robot. And
Oh.
pretty much he was confused why humanity was looking at him like a scared little monster. And Red Tenor was trying to educate him that, humans don't see us that way yet. It's going to take time. But his son was being impatient and decided to just
Hmm.
like, hey, oh, well, they're being negative toward me, so I have to eliminate them. So at the end of the episode where Batman and Red Tenor have to take on because he upgrade himself to be the Tornado Tyrant, and
Hmm.
he was saying like, you can't mock love because it's love who created you. Because he
Oh.
was laughing in Red Tornado's face. So
Yeah.
to try to get him, Batman stopped him for a little bit, but then Red Tornado had no choice. He had to destroy him. So he did this, and he was like, he was saying, "Father," and Red Tornado didn't want to watch. He was like,
Yeah.
and he had to destroy him.
Oh,
Batman was there to comfort him too. But in
thank
the
you,
end of the
Batman.
episode, there's a lot of lessons in there saying like, "Hey, you were correct, Batman. I never should have done this. Don't blame yourself, Tornado. You were the one who understood the human heart more than anybody."
Hmm.
So after Batman leaves saying, "Take care, Tornado," They destroyed the remains of his son, and then Red Tornado, a robot, he actually starts crying.
Oh.
hmm
Oh.
So after that, he was like, I need to prepare some diagnostics.
Yeah.
So that was a really heartfelt episode because I felt bad for watching Neo because he just won a son, but this is what I was saying about robots have feelings.
Oh, for sure. And like, I know I'm just hearing this story and like seeing this episode in my mind's eye, but it gives big Frankenstein vibes where Dr. Frankenstein worked so hard to create this son, and the son turns out more powerful than he anticipated with a strong will of his own and all of this stuff. And yeah, it's that balance of humanity's pursuit of discovery and science and their natural curiosity with, what is too far?
Yeah. And this goes back to what I'm saying as part of me is, all these stories that you guys tell, there is a lot of
Mhm.
life lessons in there.
Oh, for sure.
Like shoot,
Yeah, the writers of these stories are incredible. I am literally so blessed that I get to help the writers bring their stories to life, and that's one of my favorite things about this is being able to read the stories, read the audition specs, have like a glimpse into a world, and then I get to play in that world. That's my favorite.
hmm Yeah, and guess what? I just like, going into analysis of these things so I can break it down. Say, now I get it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Listen, I will say this, man. I was late to the party, back then. I was all for, hey, I just want to meet you guys, get stuff signed and whatnot. But now I'm a person who really wants to just, sit down and have these kind of in-depth discussions about these storytellings and these life lessons as well.
Mhm.
Listen, you don't understand much when you're a kid, but when you get to like adulthood, you start to understand.
Yeah.
You
You start
know.
watching shows that you watched when you were a kid with new eyes.
hmm And listen, it's part of growing up too.
Mhm.
So like Sonic Toes Tails and Sonic Frontiers. It's yeah, it's okay if you still need help sometimes. It's just part of growing up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now next one, looking back on your time voicing Mimika, was there a particular scene or recording session that challenged you the most or became your favorite memory from the project?
I don't think there was a specifically challenging scene in Kakishite Makina-san. I don't remember there being anything particularly challenging, but that was my first named character in an anime dub. So that was my first experience doing like long form sessions of recording because I was in Unexpectedly Naughty Fukami as the coworker with glasses, but I only had about 3 lines, three to 5 lines. Like it was a very short appearance of her. So I went in, it was one recording session. I did everything and I was like, oh, that was so much fun. Thanks everybody for having me. And I thought that my time dubbing was over. I was like, yeah, I did it. I made it. Wasn't that great? Okay, bye. And then when I got cast as Mimika, I was like, wait, they want me back and I'm a named character? Oh boy, oh boy. And I got so excited and I went into the booth and I was like, okay, now here's the work of learning how to do ADR dubbing. And that's where I got a lot more of that practice.
Yeah. Hey, listen, with a voice like yours, man, hey, you done a good job. Of course, they want you back. That's the best thing about it. Once you finish a project, they want you back for future projects. If the performance is amazing, they'll want you to come back.
Yeah.
That's why they say,
Uh
no, don't come,
it's
don't
it's
come
like a,
back.
a triple combo that your performance is impressive, your personality is easy to work with, you're friendly, they like you, and 3, you show up on time, your technology is good, you're responsible, you act right. Then if you got all 3 of those, no problems. You'll be fine.
Pretty much, and that's that situation. You got to prove yourself.
Mhm. Mhm. For
And
sure.
sometimes people will say, you got nothing, you don't have anything to prove to us. But in my mind,
Most of the
listen.
time, like we were talking about, you got to prove it to yourself. Most of the
Mhm.
time, you're your biggest doubter.
You gotta be your down. So I can't make people believe in me. I just need me to believe in me.
And if you believe in yourself, other people sense it. They can feel your aura and they're like, oh, he's really confident. We should follow him. We should listen to him. We should do all that stuff. Yeah.
And can I tell you something, Nana?
Hmm.
There was when I started this whole thing, I was like, there were times where I just wanted to stop.
We all
But
have those moments, but you
you
gotta
know,
gotta power through them. Gotta keep going.
gotta keep going, especially with me doing this, because I can't just sit on my hands and do nothing.
Hmm.
I gotta do something.
When I have those moments when I'm like, "Oh, am I doing the right thing? I kind of want to quit. This is really, really hard." I always just take a step back. I and I do my three little things. I get something good to eat because I'm very food motivated. I get something tasty. I do an activity that I really love that gets me out of the house, and I talk to a friend. I do those three things, and then I'm back on my feet and I'm fine.
Hmm. Exactly. And sometimes you may need a vacation time. Like shoot,
Hmm.
I took a
And
month
that's
off.
that can be part of getting out of the house. Sometimes getting out of the house means go on a vacation, sit on a poolside,
Mhm.
drink a margarita.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, like I said, like when I've been traveling to you guys and everything, like I took a 1 month hiatus and now I'm about to be back to work next week
Hmm.
when this whole thing
Stronger
goes
than
down.
ever.
E- exactly. So you get the picture.
Oh yeah.
So well, now that we're done with that one, time for the next character deep dive, which is Ikuro, Onabuta, um, Nukitashi the animation.
Hmm.
And so, Eco exists in a very unconventional world, but every character still needs to feel genuine. Now, how did you approach portraying her as a believable person while staying true to the story and director's vision? By the way, you killed it with that cosplay at Anime Expo.
Thank you. I don't think anyone was expecting my cosplay to be so ac- lore accurate. I think everyone
Mm,
thought I was just going to put on an outfit and I'm like, "Oh no, I'm doing full silicone chest. We're committing to the bit."
there you go.
But for this question, I think it goes into the way that I approach all of acting. So I told you a bit about how I develop the voices, but how I act as the character, I'm always myself. When I approach a character, I am me. And then when I read that description, I go, okay, I'm me, but if I grew up in a castle, I'm me, but if I was in a really, really cold climate right now and I didn't have that much food, I'm me, but if, and then I layer these stories on. But then in the back of my head, I'm still acting and responding to situations the way that I would because that's what comes most natural to me. So that's what's going to bring out the best performance in me. Not everyone has the same acting methods, obviously, but this is what works for me. So when I was reading the Ikuko specs, I'm like, oh, this is me, but if I was a little powerful, if I was in the student council and I was searching for something very specific and I spent a lot of time looking for whatever, like I put on that persona and then I go through it. But like even though her lines are so silly and so out there, she's still like genuinely she's got that humanity where it's like, oh, I'm looking for something and I'm going to find it. I have determination. I I yeah, I think Ikiko is such a character of determination. She wants what she wants and she's going to do whatever it takes to get it. She's not a quitter.
I think I see that in you too, Mana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I relate to her in that way. I don't relate to her in many parts of her character, but in that part of her character I do.
Shoot. Well, I can see the determination, you like same thing when you had on that bodysuit and the cosplay. Yeah, I was like, again, you did an amazing job. But yeah, her aspects, I've seen some of the clips in on the show, and I was like,
Mhm.
okay, she really listen. It's something my granddad taught me, if you're not you gotta be hungry for it.
Mhm.
If you're not
Mhm.
hungry for it, then you don't want it that bad.
Yeah. When I got hit
So
by that truck, I got hit by that truck.
and I was like,
I think
she
I literally I think I scared my director slash audio engineer when I recorded that scream. He was like, "Oh, oh, I didn't know you were gonna go crazy with it."
oh, the death screams. That's crazy. And listen, when I saw that when I saw you and cosplaying that scene, and I was like, wait, is she dead? She's not really dead, is she?
No, and the behind the scenes from that photo is that the whole Ascendant crew was at the car. We were all going to squeeze into the same van. So they're all surrounding me while I do this. And I'm like, quick, before we drive out of the parking lot, can I get one photo? And they're all just watching me do this. And they're like, yep, that's Ikuko.
Now I will be honest, that post did scare me a little bit. I was like, what? And then when I realized on the look, I was like, oh wait.
You thought you were going to see some headlines.
Oh gosh, yes, that's what I thought. I was like, well, there's no blood on
Etchy
the
anime
ground.
voice actor dead at convention.
Oh god. Because I was gonna be like, well, I don't see no blood on the pavement, so she might be still breathing.
It's internal.
Because when I saw it, I went, oh, she did the scene from the thing. Okay, I get it now. Oh shit, I thought it was real.
That's so funny. I'm so glad it tricked you.
My gosh. Well, hey, you did a good job voicing her, and you did a good job acting as her.
Thank you.
I hope you do more of that with some of the other roles you might have coming up in the future. But we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, next, what aspects of Ikuko's personality did you enjoy exploring the most? And were there any moments where you discovered something new about her during the recording process?
I think at I do have a really good answer for this. Okay, so there is one episode where Ikuko is hanging out with all of the FS. That's like her student council kind of committee.
Right.
She is secretly a girl's girl. There's a scene where she's on the couch with one of the other girls, and they're like talking together, and they're joking and laughing and having fun. And like, you don't really see that in Ikuko's day-to-day life because she's so laying down the law, isolated by herself, tough girl. Like, oh, Ikuko, could you go do this? I don't think I want to. Like, she's got an attitude about her. So when she was at the party, like really getting along with everybody, I was like, ah, this is such a fun side of her character that I'm glad I got to see.
That okay,
Like,
that's cool.
yeah, like she rolls her eyes at her assignments and stuff sometimes, but likes to have fun. Secretly a fun partier. Love her.
Well, hey, in these shows, you gotta have fun. It can't always be serious, you know.
Absolutely.
Shoot, how do you think some of these characters y'all voice get to have a good time and still when the mission ends? Listen, I will tell you this, and relating to this stuff, you know, with you and Ikuto, you know, I was watching there's a show. Oh, I think, do you remember the show Bakugan back in the day?
Yeah.
Battle Brawlers. I was watching the Japanese version.
Okay.
And I was like, they cut so many scenes out because it was, you know, rated R kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So for not age appropriate for kids. But I like how with you guys and them, they play like so many funny moments and they got so much funny music going on. That's what they call it. Like, it's got to be like what, the calm before the storm. Like everybody's just chilling and having fun, and then we got to get back to saving the world. It can't always be saving the world this, saving the world that. Let's have some fun here.
And like that was the big moment for Tachibana, the main character, as well. When he went into that party, it really humanized all of the villains that he was fighting against. And like he talks about that, where it's like he wasn't really seeing them as like full-fledged, multifaceted human beings that like to have fun. He was seeing them as an enemy. So and then it really propelled the rest of the season in a good direction. But yeah.
That's amazing stuff. But hey, I can tell that from what you've experienced, you were having so much fun, weren't you?
It was all laughs in the recording booth. Oh my God, we were having a hysterical time. I have never had so much fun recording a project.
Man, I wish y'all gotta do more behind the scenes stuff, bloopers or something.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Nukitashi Blu-ray comes out soon. We'll see.
Wait, for real?
We announced it at Anime Expo that the Nukitashi the animation Blu-ray is going to come out. No timeline on it, but it is on the way.
So I got to go to Best Buy and see if I can get a copy.
Best Buy or
That
Amazon.
Best Buy or Amazon. That is what they sell stuff like that. So
Hmm.
we'll see what happens. But yes, okay. Now I need to go check it out for real. Sometimes I'll be watching clips. I need to watch it for real.
Hmm.
Especially with you loving that song. Every time I hear that song, I say, "Yep, that's Mana's song from the show right there." So, um, next up, now every role teaches an actor something new. Now, what did it portraying Ikaro teach you about your own abilities as a performer?
Um, I definitely the song. Definitely it taught me that I can rise to the occasion, that I can sing and not to doubt myself. Like I I am a really big self-doubter. That's like my worst crime is I get in the booth and I go, was that okay? Don't do that. This is advice for all of you people out there. Directors actually hate when you sit there and you go, was that okay? Did I do good enough? They want you to deliver the line. And if they want corrections on it, they'll let you know. Otherwise, just deliver the line and then mentally move on. Mentally start thinking about the next line. You're done. You did what you came to do.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, get through the session first. Then we talk about if we need to make some improvements.
Yeah.
Because
And
because
if you deliver a line and they say, actually, could you do it more like this? That's not them saying, I hate you and you're a bad actor.
oh
That is
gosh.
them saying, hey, could you make a slight adjustment? Sounded great, but could you make that slight adjustment? And then you make the slight adjustment and they go, okay, perfect. That's what the show needed. Next. Like it is not that deep. Don't ever get your down on yourself for something like that.
Yeah, don't insult yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna
Mm-hmm.
help you. Just focus on the thing, and then we'll figure out what to do next afterwards.
Exactly.
But yes, the song I could tell that singing that song. I got so shoot. I need to watch that shit. You know what? I'm a night owl, so I might get a few minutes in. So I need to check it out. But yes, the song was the one that made you go get the song made you helped you out the most.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got you. All right, so yeah, sing is your top thing now.
Yeah, now I'm a super professional singer. I'm so good.
There you
Well,
go.
now what I have is singing on my resume.
There you go.
Hmm.
All right, well, on to the next one. So, Kyoka Teshigawara from Do You Like Big Girls? So, Kyoka Teshigawara brings her own energy and personality to the story. What immediately stood out to you about her when you first read the script?
So I had talked about this before with one of the audio engineers at Ascendant. I was like, it's crazy that I keep playing all these characters with big old boobies because I have no boobies. I have zero boobies. And then I saw Kyoka's audition specs where it's like she has a very small chest and she's stuffing her bra and whatever else. And I'm like, oh, hard to relate. Oh yeah, that's me. I get her. I get her. so so then when I was cast, I was like, what the heck? They typecast me because I don't have any boobies. But mostly I was like, yay, I get to be her.
Yes, she was. I've been seeing a few episodes of that. I think she just felt bad that her body wasn't getting like attention. She felt ashamed, body shaming, and all that stuff.
Yeah. And
I
that's
don't.
something I like about big girls is that they're very pro girls with non-typical bodies, like tall girls, flat-chested girls. Like it's refreshing. I like it.
Mhm. And guess what? I also learned that, and there's more to the story than just watching these guys in action. They're just watching bodies all day. They're trying to express themselves and how they interact with certain characters throughout these episodes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Took me a while to understand that at first, but now I understand why they usually do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So pretty much so you and her can relate because you saw that and you said you're flat chested too.
Yeah, literally. I was like, Wow, me too. I'm also putting on fake boobies for the event.
Crap. But hey, well, here's the other thing people need to understand that those characters. I think because the main character, and I just forgot her name, got his name. Why do I keep forgetting his name? Who's the main character in that show? It's a he.
Oh, Sota?
Yes,
Is it Sota?
yeah, Soda. I think this is what I like. No matter what you are, Soda still sees her as a person, no matter what
Hmm.
she looks like. She's just trying to do her best on the volleyball team.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what I like. These stories that you guys are telling, especially with this not safe for work stuff. Listen, instead of just watching people, just with bodies all day, there's actually us like stigma and stories behind it.
Hmm.
You know, guess what? Some people just don't know it, but when they actually start talking to the VAs, I was like, oh, okay. So now I got a big good understanding about it.
Yeah, like I'm doing the same acting work whether I'm voicing in a hentai or whether I'm voicing in like a super in-depth audio drama that's like really plot heavy. Like I'm doing the same character breakdown. I'm bringing the same passion, the same energy to that character. I'm making that backstory for them. I'm trying to make it as realistic is a funny word to bring to anime because anime is so bonkers and off the wall in general, but I'm bringing that emotion to the character regardless of what's happening on screen.
There you go. And guess what? We want to see the tapestry. We want to see this perfect tapestry y'all putting together. I don't care what it
Hmm.
is, as long as it's good.
Yeah.
So, next, if you had to describe Kyoka in 3 words, what would they be, and why do those words best capture who she is?
Mm. Ooh, this is hard. Okay. Can I use a phrase? Can I use a phrase instead of a word?
Yeah, you can
um
use a
i
phrase.
I feel like putting on airs is like a really good phrase for her because her her whole thing is that she is oh, actually, here, I'll give you some words. Okay. We've got romantic because I
Hmm.
think deep in her heart she is a romantic,
Hmm.
but maybe insecurity because she sees that as like a softness and she doesn't want to be perceived as soft. She has this tough exterior that she's like, oh, I'm the tough girl, blah blah blah. um and yeah, the dominatrix aspect of her really brings that out where she's like that fake dominatrix. Like she wants that to be her, but that's not actually who she is deep inside. Inside she's a softie and she wants to be taken care of. And then my third word, I guess I'll go cool for her because like on the volleyball team, she is the cool girl. She's like that tough, cool energy.
And we need that cool, tough energy. Someone who's level
Hmm.
headed, doesn't get angry right away.
Oh,
Those. Oh, wait, for real? She doesn't
maybe
get.
maybe she get a little angry.
Oh Lord. But
No, I don't think we've seen her very angry. But I like to imagine she could have a temper that could snap. But yeah,
oh
uh, more tough. Tough is probably a better word than cool.
well, I mean, cool's good. I mean, don't take
Yeah.
it out, but okay, fine. You can put that as your 4th word if that works.
Thank you.
But yes, those are like the greatest aspects that you put out there for her because she is a person who does wants to do well on the volleyball team without any restrictions coming to her.
Hmm.
Pretty much, because because listen, each of the characters have their own quirks and flaws, and it's up to Shota to help them see through that.
Yeah.
Even if it means like they just like be in a room together, etc. But he does do his best to get them all to control, especially for Kyoka.
Yeah. And I feel like her whole arc is acceptance. Like she's faking it, faking it. But then Shota and the rest of the team, they all come to her and they're like, you don't have to fake anything. We love you for who you are. You're an essential part of the team. Be yourself. And I think that's like the biggest thing for Kyoka.
That's it. Just be yourself. We're not asking for
Mhm.
anything else, okay? Lastly, after spending time with Kyoka in the recording booth, what's one thing you hope audiences take away from her character?
I hope they take away that can I say this?
Go ahead.
That small-chested girls are sexy. It doesn't it doesn't make them any less sexy to have a flat chest. I I really like the body positivity aspect of this show.
Yeah. And you got a lot of people out there doing the stereotyping, like, it's exhausting. Like, y'all, go find something else to do. Stop
Mhm.
doing all this stuff. And you know, this goes back to what I'm saying. I don't care who's in here or what or what's going on. If the movie is good or the show or the hentai is good, I will watch it. No
Yeah.
questions asked.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, purists are gonna have issues. Like if it's not broken, don't fix it. And to be honest, I actually like the story arc with her complaining about how flat her chest is. I actually like the story arc.
Yeah, yeah, I liked it too.
And I
I
think
thought it gave another layer to her character. It added something.
yeah, and I think they should tell more stories like that so we can understand like don't body shame yourself. You're doing fine.
Yeah,
So keep telling those stories, man. Huh?
I will.
All right, we're getting close to the end. Before we continue, are you enjoying our discussion so far?
I love it. This has been
Yeah.
super fun.
Thanks. Like I said, I try my best. So, and I think you can see that already.
Yeah.
So,
It shows the work that you put into the questions, the care that you take in like asking the follow-up questions and stuff. Like you're a great interviewer.
thanks. I appreciate it. So section 5 is fans in the industry. So, this is going to be a two-part question, okay? Now,
Mhm.
meeting fans at conventions is always a special experience because you already been to Anime Expo and I saw you. We met at Galaxy Con too.
Yeah.
Um, what's been one fan interaction that reminds you why you love what you do? And part 2, voice acting often involves much more than people realize. What's something you wish fans understood about the work that goes into creating a performance?
Okay. So, part one of the question, there was a fan at Anime Expo who came on the first day and they were like, "Can you guys sign some Nukitashi stuff? Do you have any Nukitashi stuff to sign?" And legally, we couldn't bring any Nukitashi stuff to sign for like we didn't have any prints or anything to sell. We didn't have any character specific stuff. We were giving out like the free lanyards and postcards, but it wasn't like actual Nukitashi merch or anything. Um, so I said, "I'm sorry, we don't really have anything." And that fan came back the next day and he had printed out a bunch of different prints of all of our different characters and he had me sign it and then he also gifted me some of the prints of my character and I was like, "Really? I could keep this?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, you can keep it." It was awesome. So now I have it. It's in my room. And I love it cuz it was the first Ikuko print that I ever received.
That is amazing.
Mhm.
And I think those conventions need to do more of that stuff. I was actually thinking if because you have a lot of like creators, especially like spicy creators who go to conventions as well. You
Mhm.
also got places like Careers After Dark. By the way, I've interviewed a person who was at Careers After Dark. She's a spicy creator as well. I was thinking, why don't y'all have a section that has like the hentai voice actors in the same section with the spicy creators and do that? That's what I was thinking. You
I
know,
It's a good idea, but I think a lot of the hentai voice actors are also regular voice actors in their own right. Like a lot of the people that are doing those kind of scandalous stuff like that, they're also voicing regular shows. Like me, and I think Sky too. We're both in Hoturi Simply Wishing for Hope, but
Mhm.
that one's not NSFW. That's just a genuine family friendly anime.
Right?
Uh and shoving us into a section just because we've done hentai, that's where it gets a little like,
Kind of
but
like
yeah, like I don't want to be in the hentai corner if I've also done other video games and whatever.
that's
I want to
that
be with
that
everybody
makes
else.
that makes sense because I've been seeing stuff also. today I saw Sean Chiplock's name in there as well on OceanVeil. I was like, how did Sean Chiplock get in here?
He's did you know he's in Nukitashi with us? He's
No.
he's the voice of the duck.
Oh God, Lee. That makes sense because I've been seeing people like, there's been a lot of people like, like Jamie who does from High School DxD. They be going to
Mhm.
like Etchy Fest Fiesta and all that stuff. And
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, okay, well, maybe they could go to that without having to be in a separate section like that. So, but it's nice that you mentioned the fan because I was like, they need to give you guys more stuff to sign. Why are they not creating more figures for you
And
guys
that leads me into the second part of the question, which is do you think what do you want fans to know that they might not inherently know? You can bring your own stuff to get signed. You can always bring your own stuff to get signed. Actors might charge you for it, but if you're worried about an actor not having a print of your favorite character or whatever, print it out at Walmart, CVS, whatever. They've all got printing stuff. If you have a printer at home, you can print out your own pictures and bring them in. That way you're getting your favorite art and your favorite character, and you don't have to worry about the limited options on the actor table.
So yeah, so bring your own stuff, people. You heard
Bring your
her.
own stuff.
Bring your own stuff.
You don't have to bring your own stuff if you don't want to. But I always get so sad when someone's like, do you have a print of minor character number 12 from whatever? And I'm like, no,
Oh.
I didn't even know anyone knew I did that. No.
You know what, Mana? I'm gonna make sure I get a signature from you. Okay.
Of minor character number 12?
Yes. Listen, you're not just a voice actor.
Can
You're not
you sign for coworker with glasses in Unexpectedly Naughty Fukami? I would love to sign as coworker with glasses.
I'll do that. I'll do that for you. Listen, man, you're not just a VA, you're not just a guest here. You're also my friend here too.
Aw, thank you.
So next time I see you, I'll make sure to get something for you to sign, okay? And so,
Are
but
you sure
yes,
about that? You might have to have my signature then.
I'll do it.
Uh-oh. He'll deal with it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll do
That
come
trash
on
in your
now.
house?
No. I'll do it. I'll find something for you. So, but yes, fans, bring your own stuff. But yeah, I think they need to, like, I know they're doing so much with Crunchyroll by getting more prints out because I just saw Kelsey Cruz get a new print for her character, Alfaria. So I was like, why are they not doing the same thing for Mana and the others? Like, they need to, like, the artists need to start paying attention. So, but we'll see what happens. Listen, because how long has OceanVeil been out now? For like a year now?
Yeah, about a year and a half.
So y'all need more time to grow. You'll get there.
Mhm.
Just give it some time. So, well, you'll make it work.
Oh yeah.
Now, next one for aspiring voice actors watching today, what advice would you give someone who's trying to break into the industry and build a lasting career?
I'm gonna reiterate: do not give up. Do not give up. You can be lazy. You can take breaks. You can protect your mental health and do like an audition a week, an audition a month, one audition a year. As long as you don't give up and you keep seeing it through, you're golden. But then some more of my genuine technical advice is do not be afraid to reach out for help through the proper channels, of course, like through Kira Buckland's Voice Acting Club Discord server, where they have different channels for tech questions, acting questions, agency questions, like all of demo reel questions. They have all of that available for everybody. And then go find really good resources. When I started, I listened to all of Crispin Freeman's Voice Acting Mastery podcast. I listened to that whole thing. I was actually taking classes in Atlanta with Bennett Ibarra at the Alliance Theater. And then on my drive from Orlando to Atlanta, which is like an 8-9 hour drive, I would listen to that podcast on my drive there. I would do the class and then I would turn around and I would drive all the way back to Orlando. And everyone in my life was like, are you insane? You're crazy for this. And I'm like, this is actually how much I want to be a voice actor. And if you're not committed, get on my level. I'm kidding. I didn't say that.
I,
I said I want this really bad, and this is what I'm personally willing to do for it.
well, hey, it's called determination, and you're hungry for it.
I'm hungry for it. I do love food. I'm food motivated. We talked about that.
Hey, yeah, we did talk about that. So, so now we're at the finale. Now, looking toward the future, are there any dream characters, genres, or franchises that you're hoping to be a part of one day?
Okay. So I'll keep this limited to a few, but like I have so many dreams. Anime is my bread and butter. I was president of my anime club in high school. Like I started watching anime in third grade. I was watching Naruto at night on Toonami. So I guess Boruto would be like number one on the list of things that I would love to be a part of. Naruto is so special to me. I would love to be in the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure world. I have the Joestar tattoo. JoJo's is again so special to me because I love the fact that Araki can write anything he wants in any order he wants at any time, and it just goes. Like he's like, this is my manga, and it won't make sense, and I double down on that, and I'm like, yes, yes. I bring the gun out of the piece of paper. This is fantastic. And then maybe the third thing that I would love to be a part of is Uma Musume, if it ever gets an English dub. I love Uma Musume. I've been playing that nonstop since the app came out in America. And I just got to see the Uma Musume concert at Anime Expo where they had like the big screen and you stand in front with the little light wands. It was so much fun.
Man, okay. Well, listen, and the world is full of possibilities. You just need to know where to look, and it's a big universe.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I'm excited for you, man. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thanks. It was great talking to you.
So, last question. Finally, when people hear the name Manatee Johnson years from now, what do you hope they'll remember most? Not just about Carrie's voice, but about the person and legacy you're building within the industry.
This is a hard question because I don't often think about how I'm perceived. It's just a crazy response because you should think about that sometimes. I think when people think of me, I want them to think she's having so much fun. I want them to look at me and think, wow, she's having a blast. I hope one day I can have that much fun. I want to inspire everyone to go out into the world and be positive. Look at the sunny side of things. Find the fun in the mundane. If you're working at the Amazon warehouse, build that friendship with your coworkers and listen to your favorite music while you're there and make the awful, awful task as fun as it possibly can be in that moment until you get somewhere that you truly, genuinely want to be.
Amen to that. And I guess that wraps up everything we discussed about today. I take it you enjoyed the discussion.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Sweet. Well, shoot, hey, let's keep inspiring both of us to do a lot of amazing things these next few months to come, well, years to come. Can't wait to see what we do next.
I can't wait to see where we are in 5 years. I think we're both going to be killing it.
There you go.